everyone, and welcome to Live with Extension on Monday. My name is Brittany DeMezier, and I am one of our Food Systems Program Coordinators with Dubuque County Extension. Today, we're doing a little different format for our Live with Extension. We're doing a frequently asked questions panel with a couple other educators that are in our office. So let's go ahead and let them introduce themselves before we get started. And if you have any questions throughout this presentation today, feel free to drop them in the comments, or even if you're watching this on the replay, go ahead and drop those questions that you have for us in the comments, and we'll be sure to get to them either on our live or throughout the week as you're watching this. So I'll let you guys go ahead and get started and introduce yourselves.
All right, I can get us started. My name is Sarah Ludwig, and I am the County Youth Coordinator here in Dubuque County.
Very good. I'm Paul Merriman. I'm the Regional Director that serves this county, and I also serve Clayton, Dubuque, Jackson, and Delaware.
And I'm Ray Cruzy. I am one of two Food Systems Program Coordinators, and I focus on horticulture education. And Brittany DeMezier is the second Food Systems Program Coordinator.
Awesome. Thanks for joining me today, guys. So if you do have questions to ask our panel, again, feel free to drop those in the comments. We are going live today using a program called StreamYard. So when you drop your comment in there, StreamYard may ask for your permission to display your name and profile picture, which you can grant if you want, but if you don't want to, that's okay. You can still post an anonymous question and we will still answer it for you. So feel free to do that. So our first question, the question that we get most often when we are out programming is, what is Extension and what does Extension do? So I'll take it away.
Extension is part of Iowa State University. Iowa State University is a land-grant college, and the Extension concept was to take research-based knowledge from the university and get it out to the masses of the people. We have 100 offices in Iowa, and our job is basically to provide education to adult and youth audiences. We work with human sciences, we work with 4-H and K through 12 students. We work with ag and natural resources, and we work with food nutrition. So,
awesome.
4 major areas that we work in, providing adult and youth education.
Awesome. Yeah, Extension does a lot of different things, and it's kind of neat to see all the different activities and events that we've got going on throughout not only our county, but throughout the whole state, and how Extension's really touching the lives of people where we're at. So that's pretty neat. Next question that we get a lot is, where are you located? Where's the Extension office at?
Yeah, I get that question a lot. And my most common answer is that we're 3.5 miles west of the Highway 20 and Northwest Arterial intersection in Dubuque. We're straight west of there on Highway 20. And we're right off the highway. And we do have some road construction that's coming up. So we will have a new route coming to our office from the new ramp that they're putting out on top of the hill. But we are within easy access of the entire county, whether you're coming from the west side or the east side.
Awesome. So next question I get all the time is, are you from Ames? Did you go to Iowa State?
I can take that one here. So we are not from Ames. No one in our office is from Ames, and some people went to Iowa State and some didn't. I did not go to Iowa State, but we take everyone. So you don't have to go to Iowa State to work for Iowa State University Extension and Outreach. There are a bunch of Extension employees that work on campus at Iowa State. And again, that's kind of the outreach part of it. You know, each county has their own Extension office, their Extension and Outreach office. So we are not from Ames, but doesn't mean that some people aren't that work for Extension.
And I might add that each Extension office, so all 100 offices throughout the state, have educators in that county that you can access and use as a resource. The university is bringing education to you and really wants to work with the local people and the local audiences.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's really neat to be able to share that with our immediate community where we're at. So we're not Ames and driving out here to Dubuque to do our programs. We actually live and work in this community, and you might see us at the grocery store or at the hair salon or wherever. Who is in your office? Or what types of education do you provide through the staff in your office?
Okay. Well, we have one regional director that's kind of the coordinator. We have Ray, who wave your hand, Ray. He is one of our two food coordinators, and Brittany is also in the office. Sarah is our 4-H person. Then we have Leah, who works with K through 12, and then we have Laura Klatt and Deb Pickrell. You missed that one up. But there are the two people that help us out, provide our clerical help and get our programs lined out and do all the things that are necessary to make the program successful.
And we also have Abby.
Yes, go ahead.
And she works with the Buy Eat Live Healthy program, helping teach folks easy ways to cook healthy and eat healthy.
And her program is specifically through the state, and Abby goes out into individuals' homes and has joint meetings on how to cook and how to make your food dollar go farther. So it's a really, really nice program, especially now in this environment.
Absolutely. And we also do have some state and regional specialists in our office that are based out of our office. So county has access to a different state specialist for certain areas. So it might be swine production or cattle production or dairy production or that home economics, that kind of thing. And so we do have a couple of those based in our office as well. Sarah, did you want to talk about those people as well?
I was just going to bring them up as well. So we have, I got to think, 4 state specialists. So Katie Peterson is our youth program specialist. She covers Jackson, Delaware, and Dubuque counties, but it's housed in Dubuque. Larry Tranel is our dairy specialist, and he covers kind of this area. You guys probably know a little bit more about what counties he covers, but northeast area of the state. And then Brian and Rudy, and Brian is our engineering specialist. I'm not sure if that's his exact title. Do you know?
Ag engineering.
Perfect. And Rudy works for CIRIS, which is basically community and economic development. So those are the few extra people that work here as well.
Cool. So a lot of times when I'm out programming, I will get this question: my plant or tree is sick, or my tomato looks like this. Can you tell me what is wrong with my tree or plant?
Yeah, well, when coming to our office, that would normally be directed to me. And I do my best to try whatever resources I have in my office to help diagnose folks' tree plant problems. Sometimes even they are bug problems too. And so I try and look at my information, use my experiences, and what else is coming in from the county to help identify what is going on. If I'm not able to identify what's going on, I might talk with some of our specialists on campus who have more lab experience or more experience diagnosing plant problems across the state. And if we're not able to provide an in-office diagnosis, we would be able to provide you with the resources to forward your plant onto the state laboratory for some additional help if you're really in need of understanding what's going on with your plant. And it does cost money, but those are the services that we have to help people with their sick trees, sick plants, or even providing good practices for planting them and caring for them as well.
If they bring it into our office here in Dubuque, do they have to pay for that?
No. So if you bring it into our office, our services that we provide out of our office are free. But if I'm not able to do an office diagnosis, That's when it would cost money if you want to find out more by submitting it to the laboratory. It's very similar to some medical conditions. If you go to your family doctor, they can diagnose some things by looking at them in office, and then there's other things that they just can't simply identify in the office, at the doctor's office, and they have to have more laboratory work. And that's kind of what we do here as well, is the office work, but not the laboratory work.
Awesome. Right. This one's a question really for Sarah. What is 4-H and what does that have to do with extension?
Yeah, so 4-H is a youth development program, and we empower youth to reach their full potential through youth-adult partnerships and research-based experiences. That has to do with extension because Iowa 4-H falls under the Iowa State University Extension and Outreach, and Extension and Outreach in Iowa holds the National 4-H Clover, or holds the Clover for Iowa. So 4-H is a national program, and in Iowa, it is basically a part of Iowa State University Extension and Outreach. So besides that, all of that background information, 4-H again is a youth development program, and we have multiple delivery modes. So you'll see it in a lot of different settings. A very popular one is at that club setting. So I, as the county youth coordinator, work with our volunteers to have those club experiences. So, you know, you join the 4-H club and you meet once a month, and then you work on your projects throughout the year. You learn some new experiences, learn some new people, and then you get to get judged at the fair and you get to show at the fair. But we also have the other side of 4-H, and that is where Leah Emo, our K-12 education coordinator, comes in. So she does a lot of after-school programs or in-school programs. She does after-school day camps or out-of-school day camps to reach youth that way as well. So that's kind of a little bit about 4-H. A lot of the areas we focus on are healthy living, communication and the arts, STEM, and leadership and civic engagement. So there's a lot to 4-H, and that just covers a little bit of it. So it's a lot more than your traditional club setting and more than just your after-school programs. There's a lot that we do, especially here in Dubuque County.
And you don't even have to have livestock to be a part of 4-H or live on a farm or anything like that. You can be, you know, as rural or as urban as you'd like.
No, we talk a lot about the fair just because that is a huge, huge highlight for a lot of our kids. They work with their livestock throughout the year and get to show that there. But another highlight is the other project areas that the kids focus on. So we have communication presentations, food and nutrition. So they bake some bread or cookies and, you know, get judged off of that and see how well they're learning about that. Or we have a lot of kids who focus on tractor restoration and engineering and that STEM side of it too, and just learning all of the parts of it. So really you can focus on any area, and we're here to help you with that. We are here to help you gain more experience and to learn more. Yeah.
Awesome. I think that's all the questions that we've got right now. If anyone watching has a question, feel free to drop that in the comments and we'll pick that up pretty quick here. Otherwise, thanks for joining us for this edition of Live with Extension on Monday. I hope you enjoyed our panel discussion. We're going to be doing a couple more of these throughout the year, so stay tuned for that. Next week, we will be back again here at 12:30, so feel free to join us and we'll see you then.